Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. Back with my boy Juice with another episode Monday. Say hi, Juice. Juice, they see you. We are back with another episode. Got my dog Juice right next to me. Wake up, wake up. Juice said, wake y'all funky asses up. Hit the showers. Don't get mad at me. I ain't said Juice said. Juice, they say hi in the comments. We got a lot to talk about. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. I'm feeling good. I see a couple of y'all got thrown off, I think, by the time. Y'all know the time that went back an hour. So I feel like I've been up about 10 hours so far. I hope y'all enjoy your little extra hour. Renee says, good morning, Juice. Morning, Flow. Why y'all so awake? Because of that extra hour. We up. King up, Juice up, I'm up. We getting super chats, $4.99. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Angelina says, it's a manic Monday, just another manic Monday. Get your coffee, get your green, and let's get into it. I like that. Hey, who remember this song? Who remember this? Girl, there's something wrong with me. Every time I'm alone with you, you keep talking about you loving me. Hey, babe, your floor play just blows my mind. So why don't we stop all the talking, girl? Why don't we stop wasting time? See, I've had my share of lovers. Some say I'm damn good. And if you think you can turn me out, baby, I wish that you would, cause you keep telling me this and telling me that. You say once I'm with you, I'll never go back. You say there's a lesson that you want to teach. Well, here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. You know, everybody call me Barry White. So I had to come with a Barry White song. Y'all don't know why everybody on social media be calling me Barry White. I know my last name is White. Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Girl, it's just you and me. So many things I could do to you. In so many ways I can please. Hey, hey, hey. It's your move, girl. So why don't you stop turning down the lights and show me just what you can do? See, I've had my share of lovers. Some say I'm damn good. But if you think you can turn me out, baby, I wish that you would, cause you keep, you just keep. Let's get into this, man. My mama used to love that song. Practice what you preach. Shout out to Barry White. Shout out to the Barry White. I guess everybody called me Barry White because I got like a Barry White voice. But practice what you preach, man. My mom used to love that song. Shout out to Miss White. She used to sing that song to me early in the morning. And it taught me to practice what the hell you preach. My mom would be singing that song like I was her nigga. I'm like, Mom, I ain't the one did you wrong. How you telling me to practice what I preach and pointing at me while you singing this song? Good morning, C Tub. Awesome start. You like that? Where my girl Shauna at? Shauna, you better say something. Oh, yeah, I was H-Flow. I was H-Flow in the music industry. I've told my story and everything. Renee, you probably haven't been around for the ride. But my name was H-Flow. I was with Floyd Mayweather Jr., the boxer. We had our own label. We did some stuff with Interscope. We did stuff with 50 Cent, everybody in the game. But my stage name was H-Flow. I was on magazine covers and everything. I just didn't. I like the music part of it, but I don't like all the extra shit. I like just being me. Shawnee, you better say something. But yeah, y'all. So Diddy, today we talking about Diddy. Y'all know Diddy got something going on, and he looking happy in Fort Dix. I ain't never seen somebody smile so much about Fort Dix in my life. But we talking about Diddy, so you already know. You already know that it's gonna be some shit in the game when we talking about the diddler. So we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna give y'all some updates on the SNAP benefits. We're gonna go into that. What's up, Shauna? Shauna say good morning. Good morning. Everybody tell Shauna good morning. We're gonna go into the SNAP benefits and Jay-Z, a case that Jay-Z tried to sweep under the rug, has jumped from up under that rug and said, no, Jay-Z, I'm still here. So this case that he tried to sweep under the rug then came from under the rug, and it looked like it might have another chance. Look like Jay-Z could be in trouble. Who knows? But we're gonna talk about that too. But first, let's get into this Diddy and Fort Dix with his happy ass. I ain't never seen somebody so happy to be around a bunch of men in prison in my life. Diddy was smiling ear to ear. He was smiling ear to ear. But we're gonna talk about that. He had a job. He did something that I need to do today. Diddy came up in there washing clothes. Angelina says Diddy is on cloud 69. I think they got baby oil in there. He was smiling as if it was some baby oil in Oh no, Grandma Kathy didn't get her SNAP benefits. We're gonna talk about that, Kathy. Don't worry, Grandma Kathy. I think you will get your SNAP benefits this week. We're gonna talk about it. I got an article. We're gonna go over that, Grandma Kathy. So just hang around. I don't like to hear that you didn't get your SNAP benefits. This government is full of shit. But it's all good. It's all good. Had a big ass smile. Yeah, big ass smile on his face, didn't he? Somebody said because it's Fort Dix. Hey, so let's everybody talking about it. Oh yeah, I meant to tell y'all. C Tuck said that he got the intro ready, y'all. You know, C Tuck, remember I told y'all quite some time ago that C Tuck was working on the intro for the podcast. And C Tuck says, hey, Flo, I finished the intro yesterday. I thought I texted you, but I forgot to send a message to you. LOL. I finished it in like 10 minutes. Just got to get in the studio to record it. So y'all, we got an intro coming from the boy C Tuck. I can't wait. Hell yeah, C Tuck. Damn, Angelina said, I'm sorry, Grandma Kathy, my brother and my mom didn't get theirs either. All right, after we get this Diddy stuff out the way, please hang around. I got a couple major updates on the SNAP benefits that we need to talk about. And obviously, if people not getting their shit, we need to talk about it. And I'll let you know what's going on. But let me give you a words of encouragement on that. All the federal judges and a lot of the mayors are for the people or for the people getting their SNAP benefits. So trust me, those SNAP benefits are coming sooner than later. But I'm gonna get into some articles so we can talk about it. They running around talking about asking the president is they gonna pardon Diddy, and the president Trump running around pardoning motherfuckers like Santos and whoever else he done pardoned. But we can't figure out how to get people who can't afford to eat, how to make sure they can eat. Now y'all see why I'm independent. Now y'all see why I'm independent. Because a lot of these politicians is full of shit. My baby grandma Kathy says, I ain't leaving your show for nothing. I appreciate you, Kathy. But we run around trying to figure out who gonna pardon and who he gonna pardon and all these other things that don't mean shit. When we can't handle making sure the less fortunate, who 40 million Americans, we got 40 million Americans who are in limbo about their SNAP benefits. And we run around talking about who pardoning who and all this shit. And who no, how about let's figure out how to put some food on these people's plate? How are we gonna get some food on the table? But anyway, before I get off into that tangent, let's Lindsay said the same thing. I agree. I'm independent too. Yeah, I didn't have my family. I grew up Democrat, but as I start having my own mind, I'm independent, man. I'm independent. Before I switch to Diddy, I think Danae got something to say. Yeah, while everyone is going hungry, Trump is throwing a lavish party for Halloween. Disgusting. Oh, not to forget the damn ballroom. Exactly. I didn't think about Halloween, Danae, but I was definitely about to bring up the ballroom. Like, who want to hear about a $250 million, $300 million ballroom when they can't even put cereal in their bowls this morning? We got people waking up without SNAP benefits this morning. I don't like it. And I don't like it. But let's get into this Diddy stuff. We all over the place, but that's how I like it. Let's see. Let's get into this Diddy stuff. Diddy gets prison. So the first thing Diddy did when he got into Fort Dix, and that name alone just had Diddy's cheesing from ear to ear. I ain't never seen Diddy that happy. Diddy was happy. The first thing he did was do something that I need to do today, and that's wash clothes. So the first job that Diddy has in the prison, and he's the full-time clothes washer. So it says Sean Diddy Combs gets prison laundry job after transfer to New Jersey facility. This comes from the National News Desk. Diddy is on laundry duty. Diddy Combs has been given a job in the prison laundry room following his recent transfer to the Federal Correctional Institution in Fort Dix, New Jersey. The 55-year-old rap mogul who is serving a 50-month sentence for transportation to engage in prostitution will reportedly spend his time laundering clothes inside the facility, busting them suds on them clothes. We used to call them back in the day when you had to wash your clothes. We say you busting them suds on them duds, because they used to call clothes duds. So Diddy is busting suds on duds for his job. Whites, colors, the whole shebang. Sources told TMC Sleazy that the I'll Be Missing You hitmaker will be washing and drying dirty clothes as part of his daily duties. Now, let me stop right there real quick. Diddy, if you can hear me, we don't want your freaky ass sniffing all over dudes' drawers and all that and smelling it and being just a straight perv. Just wash the clothes, dry the clothes, fold the clothes, and keep it simple, my boy. Ain't nobody, because first thing I'm thinking of, Diddy's freaky ass. I don't even want Diddy washing. You good with that, Juice? You cool. I ain't know after you had the court. I wouldn't want Diddy washing my clothes. His freaky ass. Wash your. I'll be like, man, I'll wash my own clothes. I don't want no diddler sniffing my drawers. You don't know what Diddy doing with them clothes when they ain't around. You know he got that new criminal thing. They talking about bringing a criminal case because he relieved himself on a Biggie Small shirt and then threw it in his publicist's face, and because the publicist didn't finish him off, or he was supposed to finish him off. A dude, I forgot the dude's name. What's that guy name, y'all? Put it in the chat. What's that guy name? That the publicist who was like, I think Rihanna's publicist, and he got Diddy under the fire because he John Hay. There we go. Thank you, Lindsay. So John Hay, you know that case is quietly creeping up to a criminal case, and I really didn't think that case sounded so crazy. I didn't think it was much merit to it, but finding out, shit, he done gave a measurement of itty bitty's Diddy Tootsie Roll. He told the authorities he filed a police report back some time ago, and he told the authorities that Diddy's manhood, I guess to try to prove that Diddy really tried to force himself on him. He told him his manhood was like a good 4 inches. That's kind of nasty, but you know, I got to give y'all all the facts. She done said John Hay went to the police and said Diddy's little itty bitty Tootsie Roll is like around like a 4-inch type of thing. And if this goes to trial and what he has described, if it's accurate, it's just more proof that he know what the hell he's talking about and that he's not just making this up. So we will see. John Hay, but I don't know, y'all been watching it. Like, that one is still in the early stages, but it is progressing. And John Hay said he's looking for Fed, state, whatever type of accountability. And many people think he might get it. So we shall see. But anyway, back to Diddy and washing these clothes. Diddy, stay your freaky ass away from the guy's young man's underwears in Fort Dix, please. Now, let's continue the article. The role may come as a surprise to the disgraced rapper, as prosecutors during this trial claimed he was unable to perform basic tasks such as charging his own phone and instead depended heavily on personal assistance. Diddy didn't even charge his own phone. Diddy didn't even have to charge his own phone. Now he up there washing clothes. C-Tuck said he walking around with the stinky pinky. Desi cracking up. Diddy got a boyfriend, Tahara said. Tahara said Diddy about to be in there having them boys in there like Brandy and Monica, the boy is mine vibe. They're gonna be arguing. Diddy is mine, not yours, but mine. That Diddy is mine. They're gonna be Diddy about to have Fort Dix going crazy. I could already tell with that grin that he had on his face. This is crazy. So let's continue. Diddy got a boyfriend. So let's continue on Diddy and his washing clothes journey. Fort Dix is a low security prison known for having better conditions than Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, where Combs had been held since his September 2024 arrest on multiple sex crime charges. His legal team had petitioned for the transfer, citing the New Jersey facility's access to drug rehabilitation programs. Trying to get out early, Diddy. We see you. See Tuck say, "What up, King?" You see King creeping around. That was King creeping, taking juice out for his daily PP and number one and number two. Elise said, "I can only imagine what Diddy's doing in that laundry room." Trust me. Let's continue the article. Attorney Tenny Garagos wrote in a court filing in order to address drug abuse issues to maximize family visitation and rehabilitative efforts. We request that the court strongly recommend the Bureau of Prisons, Mr. Combs, to be placed at Fort Dix. Combs had previously complained about the conditions at MDC earlier this month. His friend Finney alleged that the rapper had faced a terrifying incident where he woke up with a knife to his throat. We talking about that. Finney told Daily Mail, I don't know whether he fought him off or the guards came. I just know that it happened." Finney suggested that the alleged attack was intended as intimidation. Everything is intimidation, but with Sean, it won't work. Sean is from Harlem, he said. Expressing ongoing concern, Finney added Sean has kept a lot of this stuff to himself because he doesn't want to worry his family. We're not talking about a regular person. We're talking about Diddy. So at the end of the day, Diddy got a smile on his face. What is he smiling for? I don't know. He got some shoes. They cost $52. I looked up the shoes in the court. I mean, in the prison shoes that Diddy wearing. I don't know what kind they are, but they cost $52. If you want a pair, you got to order them from Fort Dix. But let's go to the next article from page 6. Sean Diddy Combs seen smiling with inmates in new prison photos. Can't nobody hold Sean Diddy Combs down, not even a federal prison sentence. New photos show the disgraced music mogul in high spirits as he smiled alongside some of his fellow inmates in FTC, Fort Dix. The "I'll be missing you." Now, something that's controversial. A couple people have pointed out. I think Tisa was one person, but I've seen a couple people say this. I'm gonna show you this picture now. The people listening, you won't know what this picture is, but you won't be able to see it. But what it is, it's a picture of Diddy talking and smiling with the guys. But if you notice in that picture in the top, these two guys right here, they standing there like, hey, there you go. Let me take the light off a little bit. They standing there like security. There's two guys posted like, if anything happened to Diddy, we coming in. So people are saying, does Diddy have like a little ghetto paid security? Yep, Enoch said she think he paid TMZ to take pictures. You know he did. I don't know what the hell going on. Would y'all, hey, look, would y'all want Diddy be washing y'all clothes? Put a one in the chat if you wouldn't want Diddy washing your clothes. Put a one in the chat if you wouldn't feel comfortable with the diddler washing your belongings. And we're gonna continue in this article while y'all flood the chat with ones. The "I'll Be Missing You" hitmaker 55 was spotted wearing a gray sweatsuit set and sneakers, which he paired with a matching beanie and a blue coat, according to TMZ. Sean Diddy Combs was pictured smiling with fellow inmates. His pearly whites were on display on top of his gray beard as he chatted with a group of men outside the prison yard. At one point, he even shook one of the guys' hands as if they were happy to be making an acquaintance with the Grammy winner. Look at Diddy. I'm coming back to the chat. It don't look like nobody wants Diddy washing their clothes. It don't seem like nobody. Let me see. It don't look like nobody want Diddy washing their clothes. I see a bunch of ones, a bunch of fuck no's. Fuck no. Yeah. So I guess we could safely say don't know ain't nobody comfortable with that. At one point, Page Six has reached out to Combs' rep but did not immediately get a response. The sighting comes soon after Page Six obtained the first photo of Combs behind bars following his September arrest. The picture showed the Bad Boy Records founder wearing an orange prison beanie and a navy blue jacket while walking around during his recreation time in the chilly 50-degree weather on Friday. He also showed off his full face of gray hair. Combs was sentenced to serve 4 years and 2 months behind bars after he was found guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Of course, he was also ordered to pay back $500,000. So Diddy just happy as like my mom said, happy as a lark. So we're gonna be watching and seeing what's going on. You know, he waiting on his appeal. He washing clothes. He's smiling. He's sniffing drawers. He hobnobbing, and he looked like he got some security. Enoch said he ain't gonna be smiling after a few weeks. So, Mario, I'm trying to fix this chat. Sorry for the delay. Somebody said he on cloud 900. Y'all think Diddy on cloud 9 with all them men's? Y'all think Diddy on cloud 9 with all them men's around? Yeah, well, see, the judge said no, but it wasn't the judge's call for him to go to Fort Dix. They wanted the judge to recommend it and kind of co-sign it, Angie. But at the end of the day, it was not up to the judge. That's why he was still able to go. But the reason why they were asking the judge or even whatever, they just wanted the judge to co-sign it to kind of solidify that he would be going there. But that's how that's how that worked. Because at first I thought the same thing. I thought by the judge saying no, I thought that the judge would be like, you know what? Since the judge said no, I thought they would definitely wouldn't send him there. But come to find out that that's not really that's not the judge's call. So that's what happened. Good morning, la la. La 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 la. What's up, la la love? What's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, y'all. Let's get into before we get into the SNAP benefits. Also, no, let's go to the SNAP benefits now. Did he stay away from people's draws? Nah. A judge has said. Now, many people are you just seen it in this chat. Diddy's hobnobbing. Yeah, Diddy was hobnobbing. Yeah, Diddy was hobnobbing. Like Andy say, please like the live, y'all. Like the live and share the live. Invite your friends. Angelina said Diddy was reading through a list of prisons and Dix just jumped out. No Diddy. And that's how he ended up picking Fort Dix. So, Trump administration must continue food aid during shutdown, U.S. judges say. Listen in, Grandma Kathy, and anybody else that has anything going on with these SNAP benefits. The Trump administration cannot suspend food aid used by 42 million low-income Americans during the U.S. government shutdown. Two federal judges have ruled. The ruling said that the government must pay for the supplemental nutrition assistance program benefits, also known as food stamps, using emergency funds. U.S. President Donald Trump said he had instructed government lawyers to ask the courts how the administration could legally fund SNAP, adding, even if we get immediate guidance, it will unfortunately be delayed. Now, while individual U.S. states administer the benefits, the program uses money from the federal government, which has been unfunded and shut down since October 1st. Republicans and Democrats have traded blame for the federal shutdown, which is entering its second month. The SNAP program works by giving people reloadable debit cards that can be used to buy essential grocery items. A family of four on average receives $715 per month, which breaks down to a little less than $6 per day per person. Several states have pledged to use their own funds to cover any shortfall, but have been warned by the federal government that they will not be reimbursed. The U.S. Department of Agriculture said it will not distribute food assistance funds in November due to the shutdown, saying the well has run dry. Treasury Secretary Scott said payments could be made as soon as Wednesday. Listen up. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said payments could be made as soon as Wednesday. There's a process that has to be followed, so we have to figure out what the process is, Bessent told CNN on Sunday, which was yesterday. Pressed on whether that process could be done by the middle of the week to give out benefits, he replied, could be. Dozens of states sued Trump administration over its plans of halting funding, hoping it forces it to use a roughly $6 billion emergency contingency fund for SNAP, $6 billion. Now, Trump said on Truth Social on Friday, if we are given the appropriate legal direction by the court, it will be my honor to provide the funding. Now, let's stop right there. We're going to continue. This is some. Now, let's get to the good part. Let's go over the good part. The good news so far is that Wednesday, they're saying something can be done by Wednesday. But I can't help but sit back. I can't help but sit back and just think about they building a $300 million ballroom, lavish parties, worried about pardoning billionaires, pardoning people who already got money. You even spending money getting people out of here, the ICE movement, with all the getting the foreigners or people who are not supposed to be here, whatever they want to, however they want to lay it out. We got all that bullshit going on, but we got to sit back and figure out like it's rocket science to figure out how Americans living in poverty we have to make it like jumping through hoops and solving a Rubik's Cube to do something to continue so they can eat and feed their family and feed their bellies, something that we need to survive. Like, I don't know, everybody up in Congress, you might not have been broke in a long time. You know, y'all get all type of donation money and y'all fuck us around and y'all take our tax money and do who knows what with it. But let me put y'all in on a little something to the Congress people out there. You need food to survive. This ain't we trying to figure out how to give somebody some extra shit or how to put some icing on the cake. We trying to figure out how they gonna have a cake in the first place. I feel shamed. How can Trump, and I'm talking about the Democrats and the Republicans, for all y'all people that get butthurt every time and think somebody just talking about Trump. We're talking about all they asses. Last time I checked, this country was ran by Democrats and Republicans. I got A's and B's in government my whole life. And since first grade, Democrats and Republicans run this country. That's supposed to be the system we under. People vote. It's supposed to be a fair system. And we got to sit around and have people who can barely afford to eat wake up and not know how they're going to eat while y'all talking about, let's see how we can do this and this, making it so fucking complicated. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's embarrassing to me as a country. It's embarrassing. Just last week, you bringing up pardons and shit. Now it's real people waking up who can't eat, and we sitting around acting like it's so complicated. Get that shit. Get them money. Y'all send $100 billion to Ukraine tomorrow. How the hell can we rush and send bills through and pass and get aid to motherfuckers outside this country? We had Congress meeting at midnight so we can give $100 billion to Ukraine. But we got to act like we got to scratch our heads and act like this is the most complicated thing ever on how we going to figure out how to give people food who can't afford food, who have been living off these 40 million Americans been living off this shit for God knows how many years, and now they wake up this morning to no benefits, no food stamp, can't buy no fucking food. But y'all in the ballroom dancing off beat and y'all high-priced ass, ugly ass outfits. Because none of them politicians dress to me. None of them. But y'all at your ball, y'all having all these functions and spending money doing this and that. I just don't get it, man. I don't even see how they can sleep at night. That's just fucking retarded, man. Don't make no sense. It's not, I know it's not complicated. That's the game they play, Fire Glory. Ain't that foul? It ain't complicated. Give them their damn food stamps, SNAP benefits. Send them that money. We got money. What my boy Tupac say? We got money for war, but can't feed the poor. That's why I always love Tupac. I'm going to say that again. We got money for war, but can't feed the poor. It's embarrassing. I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking part no more. I don't want to hear nothing about no tariffs. I don't want to hear nothing about nothing until after they give everybody their damn food stamps, SNAP benefits, whatever. Get that shit done. I don't want to hear about nothing else. Let's continue this article because they got me fired up this morning. Fuck. Y'all sitting around dancing, dressing up as Freddy Krueger and all this dumb shit. Y'all sitting around dressing up like Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers and having a ball. Don't even give a fuck that people who can't afford food waking up hungry this morning. Sad. And you talking about how good the country doing. I don't think this presidency is going well if we got people who can't afford to eat and our people living in poverty can't afford to eat. We can't even figure out how to keep their benefits going. I don't think things are going well. So let's continue. Let's continue. Hey y'all, y'all know who got it good? Let me show y'all who got it good. Let me show y'all who got it good. Dogs got it good. Look, that's all he got to do. Go outside, use the bathroom, run around. Now he tired. Now he dead to the world. It must be good being a dog. Bring me back as a dog, where I can just lay around and not do shit like Juice. Juice, you would think he worked hard the way he over there laid out. You would think Juice paying the bills. Juice is. You would think Juice working and paying the bills. These dogs got it good. He just laid out. Not a care in the world. But yeah, y'all, let's continue in this raggedy ass article. I don't like it for real. I ain't putting extras on it. I'm really being honest. Like, so that's why, like, if I was the president, like, I would immediately just send money to the people, bro. I would, because I don't see how we can continue and be laughing and joking and worrying about all this other stuff when people who can't afford to eat, they get their benefits snatched because we arguing about and got the government shut down. I was the president, I would just be sending them their money. And we'll figure it out later. But we're not gonna sit up here and have a whole ass country with all this money and all this power, and we can't put cereal on the table of our citizens. You got me fucked up. What's going on? I see we got some news. I guess Big R, your daughter made it. Let's see, let me go back. Big R child is on the flight. That is great news. That Jamaica stuff was so crazy. Exactly, and I'm glad you brought that up, Renee. Then you got everybody, and I'm tired of that. And all they do is keep pointing the finger at each other while we sitting here is fucking starving. SNAP benefits gone, stomach about to snap from just being empty. Don't make no damn sense. Nobody don't give a fuck about the American people, man. If I swear, if I was, I'd be like, look, send them their money. Even if the government said whatever, just send it. We'll figure it out after that. The American people would not be mad at you for doing that. But we are all happy for Big R. We were worried. We know how it is when your child is missing, or just not just missing, but in danger. And we were all worried, Big R. We were all concerned about what was going on in Jamaica and wondering if your child had ever made it back or was about to make it back. So I'm glad you came to deliver us the good news. Grandma Kathy been praying. We all been well wishing. Let's continue. The ruling said the government must pay. I already said that. Even if we get immediate guidance, it'll be delayed. Republicans and Democrats, this goes to what Renee said, Republicans and Democrats have traded blame for the federal shutdown, which is entering in its second month. The SNAP program works by giving people reloadable debit cards that they can use to buy essential grocery items. A family of 4 on average receive $715 per month, which breaks down to a little less than $6 per day per person. Several states have pledged to use their own funds. Like I said, previously said but they're saying federal government is letting the state know they won't be reimbursed. The judge said administration must access a contingency funding to pay the benefits. They had until Monday to report back to the court on whether they will authorize at least partial benefits for November. Massachusetts U.S. District Judge Indira Talwani wrote in her decision that the states that sued were likely to win in court on their claim that Congress intended the funding of SNAP benefits at a reduced rate if necessary when appropriated funds prove insufficient. So they saying they can get sued for this and actually could win. So they're going to have to do something. The USDA has said those reserves were insufficient to pay full benefits, which cost $8 to $9 billion each month. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins had said she would only use the fund for an emergency such as a natural disaster. Even if the government turns to the contingency fund, it would only be able to cover about 60% of beneficiaries in a single month, according to the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, a think tank focused on policies that help low-income families. Judge Talwani also asked the administration to report back on whether it will pay full benefits for the month by moving money from other programs, similar to the administration transferring military research funds earlier this month to pay members of the armed forces. In a separate ruling in Rhode Island, federal judge John McConnell ordered the Trump administration to make full SNAP benefit payments by November 3rd. The judge said the contingency fund, in addition to a separate 23B fund created through the Agricultural Adjustment Act, could be used to make full payments. If the government chooses not to use those other funds, the Judge McConnell ruled the government had to make a partial payment using the total amount of contingency funds by November 5th, which is Wednesday. The USDA did not comment on the decisions. The BBC has also contacted the Office of Management and Budget for comment. The National Parents Union urged the government to take action, calling the move to halt benefits a moral disgrace and a direct assault on Americans' families. In other words, there's some bullshit. So what we're looking at is, at the very least, we should expect partial payments by Wednesday, maybe full payments though, who knows? But it's definitely something that they look, the judges and everybody is on top of. So I don't think we need to be too concerned, because people are pressing the hell out of Trump and the administration. Judges are pressing them. They're gonna get that out. I would say partial payment by Wednesday, but I would not be surprised if they get this shit together and get full payments out this week. Because if people are waking up without benefits this morning, people are probably calling and blowing up. People are probably calling and blowing up. the damn social workers or the county office or whoever you call about these benefits, I'm sure everybody is going crazy about it. I'm sure everybody's going crazy about it. But it's definitely, I agree, Angie, the way the needy are being treated right now, it's just not cool. It's not cool. It's not cool. Hey, y'all remember Jay-Z, that case with Jay-Z and that kid that's supposed to be his, and it's controversial because the mother would have had to be 16 when Jay-Z and her had relations. Jay-Z has said that this son isn't his. The son does kind of look like Jay-Z, but he says it's not his, but he has been dodging a paternity test for decades. Well, for a second, it appeared that it appeared that it was like everything else pushed under the rug or actually dismissed. Well, that young man's name is Rymir, and that case is being brought back up. That paternity case that Jay-Z has been running from, that he actually thought he was out of, it's back. The godmother filed a new motion in federal court about Jay-Z's alleged son's paternity test. And so now all that's heating back up. She's claiming vital court pages were missing in earlier rulings and demanding the case be reopened after years of being shut down. She also contends that Jay-Z's attorney submitted only 18 of the 135 pages from a New Jersey court filing, thereby presenting a distorted picture of the case's procedural posture. In other words, they did something shady. Now, that's Jay-Z, and then that's the young man who's been saying for years that he is Jay-Z's son. If you're listening, you got to look it up. But if you're watching the show, you can see it live. Right now, what I'm showing you is a picture of the guy who's saying he's Jay-Z's son and a picture of Jay-Z. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Some engineer said if it wasn't his son, he would have no problem taking the damn DNA test. And let's see, let's go in the chat. And said it looks just like him. It 100% looks like, okay, one in the chat if this young man looks like Jay-Z. Two in the chat if you don't think he looks like Jay-Z and you don't think this is Jay-Z's son. Ones and twos, y'all. Let's see. Let's see where we at in this chat. Now, like I said, one of the biggest reasons, other than financial reasons, one of the reasons Jay-Z is running from it is because the age Rymir is, if Jay-Z is his father, then that would mean Jay-Z was having sex with people, with a young lady who was not out of 10th grade yet. She probably was in the 10th or 11th grade when Jay-Z impregnated her. That's one of the biggest reasons why Jay-Z been running from this shit. One of them. I mean, you know, he want to keep his money. He probably don't want to have to get his son no money. He don't want the embarrassment of being proved as a liar, because the longer it's went on, if he is forced to take a test and this is his son, this will be probably the most damaging blow so far to Jay-Z and his whole Roc Nation movement, because it's going to make him look super duper guilty and shady because he's been running all this time. Everybody put one in here. They said, show it again. All right, Tiffany, I'll show it to you again. Tiffany said, show it again. I got you, Tiffany. 1 and 2, I got you up there. She wanted to see. 1, if this looks like Jay-Z's son. 2, if you think it don't look like Jay-Z. Angie said the mouth and teeth are identical. Nose, even the nose are very, very, very similar. Even the lips. I ain't gonna lie. Even the lips. Look at the lips. Look at the chin. Look at the shape of his head. If it ain't, I don't know who his daddy is. His daddy look like Jay-Z then. Oh, look at that. Everybody said, oh yeah, that's his son. Renee said, yeah, that's his son. Tiffany said, oh yeah, he the papa. Jay-Z, you spit this boy out, I think, man. Allegedly. Look, I gotta protect myself. You spit this boy out, allegedly. And Jay-Z, you look kind of like a little bit funny looking too. So it's hard to look like you without coming from you. Jay-Z, you got a little look to you. Let's be honest now. I don't talk about folk, but I'm just saying, Jay-Z got a little look to him. Nobody ever said he was a supermodel. But that been going on for a while. So I'm telling y'all, this godmother has revealed some shady practices with Jay-Z's attorneys taking some of the shit out, taking some of the pages out. And she might have a case. She might have a case, but if Jay-Z is forced to take a paternity test and his kid is found out to be his, that's gonna damage Jay-Z's whole shit. Yeah, somebody said right. Nobody want to look like Jay-Z. Hey, somebody said right. Who want to look like him? So that's your baby. Yeah, no one ever accused Jay-Z of being nobody ever accused Jay-Z of being no supermodel. So let's just say that. Just little Ramir. And he probably mad because Ramir actually is like probably how Jay-Z would want to look. Ramir got like a little of his mom's smoothness, like probably got the little overall smoothness from his mom, but he got them strong ass Jay-Z features kind of like mixed in there. That little camel a little bit. That they be saying Jay-Z. I ain't say Jay-Z look like a camel, but they be saying Jay-Z look like a camel. Don't go. All I'm saying is, Jay, don't go on Maury Povich. Your ass grass. If Jay-Z take his ass on Maury Povich, Jay-Z ass is grass. Yeah, Angie. That's what he definitely wish he had that strong hairline. That's funny, Angie. Glad to have all my Angies back. Y'all was like in and out for a minute. Somebody said, you are the father. What Island said? I see somebody agreeing with Island. What did Island say? Oh, yeah, there it is. Joe Camel from the cigarettes. That's what it is. The Camel. Joe Camel. See, Tuck, thank you for reminding us. That's what it is. Joe Camel from the cigarettes. That's what they say Jay-Z look like. I couldn't remember. But at any rate, y'all, the giggle is back. Glad to be back from another Monday. Long weekend. It seemed like I hadn't seen y'all in ages. Happy y'all back. Happy we all back. Getting ready for tomorrow, Taco Tuesday. But that's it for today. Let's get the Amos in the chat. We'll be checking on Diddy and his Fort Dix adventure. Diddy and the adventures of Fort Dix. I'll keep you updated on the SNAP benefits for all my people out there who are concerned. I will keep you abreast to that. And whatever else comes out. Shit, we're gonna stay talking about whatever the hell is going on. I appreciate y'all so much. Literally, everybody cracking up. I'm out. Let's see. Oh, we got Grandma Kathy. Damn, you guys. Keep your stick out of the grease if you don't want no fry. I'm out, family. Rachel says I'm out, family. I'll see y'all tomorrow. C-Tuck says, what's C-Tuck say? C-Tuck says, I'm out. Have a safe and wonderful day, everybody. Angelique says, Jojo Camo. I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Catch you guys tomorrow. You should stop fronting. You the dad. Renee said, thankfully, his kid looks a little bit like his mom, probably because he's definitely better looking than Jay-Z. So, hey, we're going to get out of here on that note. Desi said, thanks for another great session. Happy Monday. All stay safe. I'm out. Thank you, y'all, for the Flow Show No Filter successful episode. See y'all tomorrow for Taco Tuesdays. If you want to donate or support the show, click the link in the chat. In the description box, the Buzzsprout link, or you can join on YouTube where it says you got subscribe and then you have join. If you want to hit join, you can pay for a subscription and be a part of our Wednesdays exclusive podcast episode we do once a week called Customer Appreciation, Member Appreciation, whatever you want to call it. And as always, I love y'all. Where I do. But I'm